Luke, welcome again to BNFC Media. This interview is obviously linked to your coaching project that you've done as part of your first year scholarship. So obviously you've delivered a number of coaching sessions. So it's just to give you some feedback from yourself. How did you think you did?
I think the actual coaching session went well. I think the drill that I put on was a good session, and I think it was to the ability of the players.
Cool.
So I don't think it was too complicated.
Uh-huh.
I think we got it and performed well in it, to be fair.
Cool. So how did you find obviously doing your session plans and planning all your sessions that you put on?
Well, planning it, I thought, well, to be fair, I took to it a lot, really. I enjoyed doing it, and like the session, I put a passing session on.
Yeah.
So, which as a midfielder myself, I sort of know the sessions to put on because I've learnt off my coaches at Blackpool.
Yeah.
I've actually done my ILP sessions. So I just tried to put one of them sessions on, really, just like passing around a square, receiving, all that sort of stuff.
Okay. So in terms of learning from your first team coaches and stuff, what kind of style do you think you use during your session delivery?
I tried to stay out of it as much as possible to let the session flow on it by itself. Obviously, if there was a mistake, I'd step in and say what you need to do. But there's a few occasions where I stepped in and because I tried to make it as in game as possible.
Yeah.
So I said those cones as markers.
Yeah.
So I said that imagine the cones were defenders. You pull off to make space for yourself to receive the ball and give yourself as much space as possible to pass it.
Nice one. Looking at your session plans, obviously you broke it down in terms of like you warm up, your skills and drills that led to your participants then developing that in their main game. Then you did your cool down. What did you think your timing was like in terms of them sessions?
Yeah, I thought maybe the session was a bit too long, to be fair. I thought I didn't time it that well.
Okay.
So that's something that I'd look at in the future. But the warm and everything, I think that was an okay length of time. It was just the actual session
Itself. Cool. And obviously you've had most of your sessions now put on that YouTube channel. Obviously you've had the opportunity as well to look at the Fleetwood sessions. What have you learned from all of them? So looking back at them, what do you think you could have learned from your session and the Fleetwood sessions?
I think maybe because I only really stepped in when something broke down. But if there was something that I didn't agree with someone doing, or I thought they could have done it better, maybe step in then instead of just stepping in when it breaks down.
Okay. So in terms of that, based on that, what would you think was your main 2 or 3 strengths, or what was your 2 or 3 main areas of improvement?
I thought I communicated what to do in certain situations well. So say if you're being pressed, I explained that you should pull away from the defender and take the touch away.
Yeah.
Which would give them more time and space. So I thought I communicated well.
And then areas of improvement?
Probably just my timing, really.
Okay. In terms of the whole unit, what have you learned about being an assistant coach?
I think it's a lot harder than people expect, really, and takes a lot of time and effort to plan all the sessions, deliver them, because it's when you're really there, it's a lot more intimidating. Training 20 odd players.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's just learning how difficult the job is, really.
Cool. And did you get any feedback from your participants in terms of how they enjoyed it? They did not enjoy it?
They said they really enjoyed the session, and they were up to do it again. So
cool. Is coaching something you want to do in the future? Obviously, I know you want to do your professional contract at Blackpool, but is coaching something you might look into now?
Well, yeah, after my career in football, that's something that I'd look to get into, coaching.
And what level are you looking to do, coaching-wise?
Well, I've just done my UEFA C coaching badge.
Okay.
So I'd look to get my other coaching badges and then look to go from there.
Cool. And do you think doing your UEFA C badge has helped you with this coaching unit?
Yeah. I think it's helped me plan sessions, different sessions for different aspects of the game.
And in terms of, obviously, again, any scholars coming in doing the C1 unit, what advice would you give them in terms of how to plan and coach sessions?
I'd say just deliver a session about what you're interested in, so it doesn't get boring. So I'd say, because I'm a midfielder, I did mine on receiving and passing.
Yeah.
So I'd say do it to your position specifically, because that's what you have the most knowledge about.
Nice one. Well, thank you very much for your interview today with BNFC Media. Obviously, good luck with any other coaching that you do. And obviously, if you go on to coach in the future, obviously, I'm sure you'll be a fantastic coach.
Thanks. Thank you.